When you look back over your career, what's your feeling?
Yeah, right now when I look back, it's like, I mean, it's a little bit surprise for me, looking back and say, okay, I ran 1:41.11. So looking back for running for those 11 years, so it's a kind of surprise to see how fast I was running, because in that time I had ambitions, I had some goals to achieve, and with the World Championship and the Olympic. So looking back, and I say, so I never been a Olympic champion, but I got silver and bronze in Sydney, silver, bronze in Athens. So I think for me it's been a good, big achievement from winning 3 World Championships, and then also 1 indoors and world record indoors. So with those all things, and then looking back, leaving Kenya, going to Denmark, training with my coach from Poland, so I've been combined with many cultures of almost 3 countries with a different mentality. So looking back, so it was really, say I was a strong man to achieve all those goals in a different places with a different people and work with them. And it was very nice to see that it's a big achievement for me also, and big responsibility.
Okay. Are you proud of the fact that your world record has never been broken since 1997?
Yeah, up to now, so there's some few things I say, I'm proud of, being one of the man come after 16 years of Sevco having a world record. So, and then to achieve that is a big thing. And then in my dream, so maybe my ambitions was to become a world champion. But also my ambition didn't stop there. So I did that 3 times, come to a world record indoors. So that was, I say, that one was a different thing. It was not 16 years, and then that recorded with Polly Ren from Kenya. So achieving that was like, anyway, was a step forward. And then coming to 1:41.11, so was another thing. But looking back, so the record, it doesn't mean a lot, but I mean running 4 times 1:41. So that was really to see I was constant in running. And then in 97 I was running all my races in 1:42. So looking back in those days, you say, okay, world record indoors, and then running 3 times in that year, 1:41.73, 1:41.24, 1:41.11, and finishing also the season in that year with 1:42. So that was, I say, it was the year for me, but then things change. And then when I look back again, so it's not a record I say, so it's coming back in 98 I had malaria, and I came back to win a world championship in 99. So for me it was a big achievement, being really sick, that was, I could say, was the end of my career. I could stop after 98 because of the malaria, and I was last in the European Championship in that year, running 1:51. 10 seconds slower than my world record. So was yeah. So that time I would say, okay, I put my hands up, I go home, because from 1:41 to 1:51, that was a big and being number 1 in the world, and then coming last in the European Championship, number 8. Okay.
But right now there's no one who can beat your record. No?
Yeah, right now.
Big names.
Now there's big names, but it takes time to build a name, because it took me, let's say, from 95 when I won my first world championship. So it took me another 2 years to break the world record, and it took me again another years to be really a top athlete, a top class athlete. So sometimes about training, it takes more time building it up, not only the results for one.
Is there anyone who do you think can break the record?
Right now I see, so it's nobody because I mean there's some potential, but they are not training constant, they are not constant in their results.
Yeah.
So they can run today 142, tomorrow is 145. So it's equals really with a big flow, you know. It's not constant to run 142, 143, 142, 143. It's 142, 145, 143, 144. So it's, you cannot find the rhythm for them, and this it takes more time to do.
You went on Jilliman. Jilliman, she's big star.
Chilimu, she's a big star, but maybe so I could say, in my opinion or my judgment, so she could be really maybe for another 1 year, 2 years, because this year she was running from African Championship, already 155, and moved all the way to the end of the season. So she ran too many competitions. So less training, too many competitions. So it's like a big balloon, you know, and then if it's losing air all the time without pumping it up. So soon it could be smaller. So in that case, I'm afraid maybe she can lose something a little bit. But if she's smart enough, so next year she can run less races, training. So that's why I say she's still young.
Yeah, she's very young.
So she needs to develop the muscles, mentally, confident.
She's a new Kipketer.
Maybe now he's switching to women because if we see now fall, so Kupka was dominating for many years.
Yes.
He's in Baye, but now she's come. Maybe so in 800 or maybe in running. So maybe women, they are coming now to dominate more, to be top athletes in the world.
What makes the difference, in your opinion, between athletes that are gifted?
The difference is, concentration and maintaining the ambition. Because sometimes, when you achieve a lot, like Chelimo coming up this year, so she has been moving, from maybe number 100 in the world to number 1 in the world. So achieving that, running fast, Olympic champion, being nominated maybe top 3 women athletes in the world this year, or maybe second place.
Yeah.
So when you achieve all these things, sometimes it's not easy to maintain the success, because success is too much and you open a lot of doors. So to make the right choice at this moment, you can be confused because everything is easy now. So she cannot have anybody saying, Chelimo, she's stop. Everybody say, Chelimo, welcome. And then all of a sudden she finds herself in a mixed zone, which she don't know which way to go. To open this door is good, to open this side is good. And then when she turn around, maybe she can open the wrong door and she's gone. So that's about the concentration and the ambition. If you have really to say, okay, I have to run maybe for another until 2016, so that she can have maybe another 8 years plus this year, so she can be 9 years into. So that would be good.
When you were competing at international level, what was your aim at the start of each race?
Each race was, my aim was to maintain the standard. If I run, let's say 143, so I don't want to run 144. Either is 143 or 142. So I want to do better or do the same. And this was my aim all the time, to keep the level, not to go down, but to get better or to stay the same. And this, so it could give me more confidence to say, okay, if I'm in this shape, I can run that time every day. So I didn't want to go down and then to start again coming up.